Steve, what is the state right now? We're 4 years after, you first started talking about this. You're in America. What is the dialogue there at this point in time? And where do you see this going in the next year or two? Are people listening? Will there ever be change here? Or is the WHO now rolling out their next preparedness treaty, and they're just going to go hard? Is there going to be another incident, and we're going to go back into another wave? Like, how do you feel the fight is actually going?
Yeah, so it ebbs and flows. And so I don't know of anybody who has gone from being pro-medicine, pro-vaccine to being, wow, I see what's going on here and I've been fooled and the vaccines are not safe. I've never seen anyone go back. And I talked to Paul Merrick, for example, and Paul Merrick is one of the most published intensivists in the world today. And he basically had to resign from his job because in the hospital, he was treating these COVID patients and he was getting close to 100% success rate in saving people who entered the ICU with his protocols. But he was told that he had to use the hospital protocol. And so he said, okay, fine, I have to do this to keep my job. And maybe it's better. And so he tried the hospital protocol. The next 7 patients he had died, and they were young. And so he went to the management. He said, your hospital protocol isn't working. My protocol, I was saving 98%. And on this hospital protocol, I'm losing 100%. It's not working. They said, you have to follow the hospital protocol or you can't work at the hospital. So he resigned. And I asked him, I said, so you figured out that the medical community has been lying to you. You figured out that what's published in the peer-reviewed literature is unreliable. And you figured out that COVID vaccines are killing people and the treatment protocols are killing people. Is there a possibility you could be wrong and that you could switch back? And he said, no possible way. Once my eyes have been opened, it is hard to unsee what I have seen. And this statement from him is something that I hear from other people, that they were fooled by, they never looked into it. They basically trusted authority. But when they looked under the covers and saw what the data actually showed, they were appalled. And this causes this shift where they went into believing everything that they were told in medical school and believing what's in the peer-reviewed journals are true and believing that if a paper was retracted, it was retracted for a reason, to now shifting their beliefs to saying, I don't trust anything that the medical community is telling me now. I can't rely on the peer-reviewed journals. And these papers that are retracted are probably more likely to be on target than they are likely to be erroneous. And so you see this shift in people, and the shift happens one way. The shift happens when they open their eyes and they see the truth for the first time. It's almost like in the movie The Matrix. I don't know if you saw yes. The Matrix, where, you realize, oh my gosh, I've been in this dream. And so once you're there, you can't go back into, playing the game anymore without realizing what's really going on. Well, it's really the same thing here, that once you realize that the authorities have been lying to you about the vaccines, then it all starts to make sense. All the pieces fit in, all the peanut allergies, all the why is the autism rates gone sky high since they rolled out all these vaccines to, every single thing starts to fit once you open yourself up to the possibility that you've been lied to. And so this is why these people can't go back. So you're seeing this progression of very high profile, highly respected people like Paul Merrick shifting his opinion of the medical community. You see people like Pierre Corey, who when I talked to Pierre Corey and I said, Pierre, the vaccines are bad. He says, Steve, I don't want to go there. I want to stick to ivermectin because I don't want to have to be labeled as an anti-vaxxer and all this. And so, Pierre Corey finally came around and he said, yeah, I looked at the data. You're right. And he ended up speaking out about the vaccines, whereas before he was reluctant to do that. So you're seeing all these signs of forward progress, and you're seeing signs in Parliament where Andrew Bridgen was the only guy in the UK Parliament to be speaking out about this. And now there are at least 22 members of Parliament who are now siding with Andrew. So this is, this is progress. So you go from 1 to 22, maybe to 44 to more. And the members of Parliament have said, hey, can we table this issue until after the election? Because we don't want to, bring this up before the election. We don't want to make it an issue. So people are realizing, people in members of Parliament are being pressured by the constituents because their constituents are seeing this death and destruction happening within their families and are complaining to their members of Parliament about it.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today.
Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?